Have you ever wondered what lies beyond the edge of the universe? Imagine standing at the very edge of existence itself, looking out into an infinite expanse of nothingness. Is there more to the cosmos than we can see? Or is that the end of everything? The universe, as vast as it is, has a boundary. Or does it? The universe is big, we all know that. But what does big really mean? And when we talk about the edge of the universe, what exactly do we mean by that? Well, before we go any further, let's clear something up right away. The universe doesn't have an edge like a flat table or the shore of the ocean. Instead, the universe has a limit, but even that's not quite as straightforward as it sounds. Let's use an analogy. Imagine the universe as the surface of a balloon. At first, all the galaxies and stars are dots on this balloon. As you inflate the balloon, the dots get farther and farther apart from each other. But here's the twist. The surface of the balloon doesn't actually have an edge. You can keep inflating the balloon, and the surface will just keep expanding in all directions. This analogy helps us understand the expansion of the universe. The universe is expanding everywhere, but there's no specific edge or border to it. Instead, it's more accurate to say that there's a limit to how far we can see, and that's where things start to get really interesting. The observable universe, which refers to the region of space we can currently observe, extends about 46 billion light-years away. Light from distant stars and galaxies has had enough time to travel to us since the Big Bang, which happened about 13.8 billion years ago. However, light doesn't travel infinitely fast, so there are parts of the universe we'll never be able to see, no matter how powerful our telescopes become. But what happens beyond that limit? Is it just a void of nothingness? Or could there be something more? Let's break it down. We often talk about the concept of space-time, a fundamental idea that blends the dimensions of space and time into one four-dimensional framework. When we think about the universe, we must remember that space and time are not separate entities. They interact with each other, especially in the presence of massive objects like stars and planets. This interwoven fabric of space-time bends, stretches, and distorts due to gravity, as described in Einstein's theory of general relativity. This theory helps us understand how the universe is structured, how galaxies move, and even how light bends as it travels through space. As the universe expands, galaxies are getting farther apart. But here's the key. The galaxies aren't really moving through space. Instead, they're carried along by the expansion of space itself. The space between us and distant galaxies is stretching out, and this stretching increases the distance between objects. This phenomenon is why distant galaxies appear to be moving away from us faster the farther they are. But this raises an interesting question. If space itself is expanding faster than the speed of light, does that mean we'll never be able to reach the edge of the universe? In fact, that's exactly what happens. There are parts of the universe that are so far away that, no matter how much time passes or how powerful our technology becomes, light from those regions can never reach us. This is the limit of the observable universe. What lies beyond that limit? But this raises an interesting question. If space itself is expanding faster than the speed of light, does that mean we'll never be able to reach the edge of the universe? In fact, that's exactly what happens. There are parts of the universe that are so far away that no matter how much time passes or how powerful our technology becomes, light from those regions can never reach us. This is the limit of the observable universe. What lies beyond that limit? Some scientists believe that beyond the observable universe, the cosmos continues, much like the universe we see today. More stars, more galaxies, and more space-time stretching out endlessly. This suggests that the universe may not have a distinct edge at all, but rather extends infinitely in all directions. But there's another theory that's even more mind-boggling, the multiverse theory. What if the universe we know is just one of many? Imagine that our universe is like a bubble in a much larger sea of bubbles, each representing a different universe with its own distinct laws of physics. These bubbles could vary in size, age, and physical properties. Some might even have completely different rules of reality, where the constants of nature are altered, and even the dimensions of space and time might operate differently. The multiverse theory proposes that what we call the universe is just a tiny slice of a much larger, more complex system. In this model, there could be an infinite number of parallel universes, each occupying its own unique bubble. What's beyond the edge of our observable universe could be other bubbles, or even entire regions of space-time that are beyond our understanding. However, it's important to remember that the multiverse theory is still speculative. While it opens up fascinating possibilities, we don't yet have concrete evidence for or against it. It's one of the most exciting ideas in cosmology, but scientists are still figuring out how to test it. Could the universe be expanding into higher dimensions? Here's another wild idea. What if the universe isn't just expanding in the three familiar dimensions of space? What if there are additional dimensions, beyond the ones we can perceive, that the universe is expanding into? Some theories suggest that the universe could be part of a much larger structure, where extra dimensions are curled up and hidden from our view. These dimensions could allow for parallel realities, and our universe could be just one of many in a higher dimensional space. This idea comes from theories such as string theory and brane cosmology, which suggest that our universe could be a three-dimensional brane floating within a higher dimensional space. In this scenario, what we perceive as the edge of the universe could be the boundary of a higher dimensional space that we simply cannot detect. What's the big takeaway here? The truth is, we don't know what lies beyond the edge of the universe. We're still piecing together the cosmic puzzle, and as we learn more about the fundamental laws of the cosmos, we inevitably uncover new questions and mysteries. But that's what makes the journey of discovery so thrilling. As we continue to explore deeper into space and make new observations, we push the boundaries of human knowledge. Every new discovery opens up more possibilities, and every answer we find only leads to more questions. The universe is so vast, so full of unknowns, that it's impossible to imagine what might be waiting just beyond the limits of our current understanding. Could the universe truly be infinite? Maybe. Or maybe the universe has a boundary that we simply cannot comprehend with our current knowledge. There could be regions of space that we'll never be able to reach, and the edge of the universe might remain a distant mystery for the foreseeable future. And what about the multiverse? Could our universe be just one bubble in a vast sea of countless others, each with its own distinct properties? It's an exciting idea, but only time and research will tell if we'll ever find evidence to support it. In the end, the search for answers is what drives us forward. The universe is full of wonders, and as we continue to push the limits of our understanding, we take one step closer to uncovering the vast, awe-inspiring truth that lies beyond the edge. So, what do you think? Is the universe truly infinite, or is there a limit to what exists beyond our reach? And if we ever manage to peer past the edge, what incredible discoveries await us? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a cosmic adventure with us. Until next time, keep looking up. The universe is full of wonders.